Hi, my name is Jason Page. I've been doing a research project the last 2 weeks while also acquiring the equipment to do so, to study the subliminal nature of TV in the subacoustic range. That's the range below the human hearing range. And the reason I'm looking at this is because I did stop watching TV for about 10 years. And after 10 years going and walking past the TV, I'd always feel like my nerves are being disrupted. So I looked into it further and pulled up some patents that were commissioned by the Department of Defense, published in the 2000s, in the late 90s, or extremely low frequency range, which is ELF for short. There were studies done on the subliminal nature of the emotional effect of our nervous system to those low frequencies. And what I finally gathered together is the equipment necessary to measure that. As you can see over here, this is what's called a spectrograph. And what it does is it looks at the frequency modulation from the high frequencies down to the very low frequencies, say 0 hertz, all the way up to 700 hertz is what I have this measured at. And what you're looking at is the audio signal as a spectrograph of television programming. Typically commercial television programming is where I've been observing the use of frequencies below the audible range. So the first red line is under 100 hertz and the second red line is under 20 hertz. Specifically, the 20 hertz range is what's been documented in the patents as evoking certain emotional response in the nervous system. And what I want to do is demonstrate a specific correlation between unique signatures below the 20 hertz and below the 100 hertz range when it's associated with imagery on the screen. So the phase 1 of the study is simply just to document the fact that this stuff is going on. And phase 2 of the study is going to involve volunteer participants to an EEG machine, which measures brain activity. That's how our nervous system response could be measured, is through brain activity. And to do a double-blind study with the same programming that I've recorded 30-second segments of, with and without the ELF range signatures below the 100 hertz range. And I want to see if there's a strong correlation between those two double-blind samples to determine if there's a strong a stimulus response with those ELF waves as opposed to without those ELF waves. So far on the monitor screen for the study coordinator, which would be me for now, you see the video of the commercial programming, and a video, I have it in Eastern Standard Time, of the time when that's being recorded. Phase 1 of the study is to let the FCC know, so they could acknowledge this publicly, that these frequencies that are of the subhuman hearing range are being used on commercial television. Now, I've looked at non-commercial television, sometimes known as public access TV, and I observed one specific programming of a preacher giving his lecture. Through the entire lecture, there is never any use below the sub-audible range. Everything that is being broadcast to you through the audible range is all that's going on. It's only when you dip into commercial programming that you start seeing these ELF frequencies being used. So if you want to find out more about this project, you can go to hand.is and you can follow the research there. Thank you.